The Giza Plateau is a landscape that seems to exist outside of time. The Great Pyramid and its companions, Khafre and Menkaure, rise above Cairo, monuments of stone and silence. For thousands of years they have guarded their secrets with quiet dignity. We think we know them, having measured every angle and counted every stone. But Giza always reminds us, we've only scratched the surface. The sand whispers stories of what lies beneath, hidden from the sun and the modern world. These pyramids were more than tombs, they were impenetrable fortresses, designed to protect the pharaoh's body and treasures for eternity. Ancient architects mastered misdirection, false doors, hidden passages, dead ends, to confuse any intruder. This ingenuity is why Giza remains the ultimate treasure map for explorers. Adventurers and archaeologists have been drawn here for centuries, each hoping to uncover the next big secret. The allure is irresistible, the chance to find something unseen for over 4,000 years. But the pyramids don't give up their secrets easily. They test your patience, knowledge, and courage. Standing at the base of the Great Pyramid, you feel incredibly small, humbled by its scale and age. You think of the millions of stone blocks, the people who placed them, and what might still be hidden inside. It's this profound sense of mystery that keeps us coming back, generation after generation. Giza is not just a relic, it's a living enigma. The past is never truly buried here. The sands are always whispering, daring us to listen. Legends as old as the pyramids themselves speak of hidden places within the Giza Plateau. Tales of a hall of records, a mythical library of lost knowledge, have fueled imaginations for centuries. While many dismissed these stories as folklore, explorers believed Giza was a time capsule, waiting for the right key. From Caliph al-Mamun's brute force tunneling to modern-day expeditions, the hunt for secret chambers has never ceased. Ancient historians like Herodotus wrote of underground vaults and secret canals, blurring the line between myth and reality. Every strange crack, hollow sound, or misplaced stone became a clue. The search for lost chambers became part of Giza's identity. These legends were more than stories, they were a roadmap for those who dared to believe. Each new anomaly fed the hope that something extraordinary was just beyond reach. The world's greatest wonder, it seemed, still had one more secret to reveal. All it needed was a new way to look. For decades, finding hidden chambers was a game of luck and guesswork, until technology changed the rules. Enter muography, a technique using cosmic rays called muons to see through solid stone. The Scan Pyramids project set up detectors around the Great Pyramid, creating an X-ray of the ancient structure. Months of data collection revealed something astonishing, a significant void deep beneath the Giza Plateau, near the pyramid's base. This wasn't a known chamber or passage, it was a sealed, isolated space with no obvious entrance. The scans showed a corridor-like shape leading to a larger, squarish room. The archaeological world was stunned. Perhaps the legends were true. Multiple non-invasive methods confirmed the findings. Something was definitely down there, about 30 feet below the surface. The excitement was electric. This was no longer a myth, but a tangible target. The next step was clear but daunting, turning a digital discovery into a physical one. The team faced a challenge unlike any before. They had to breach a space untouched for millennia, with the world watching. The stakes had never been higher. This was the moment technology met ancient mystery. The digital void beckoned, demanding to be explored. The team prepared for a breakthrough that could rewrite history. The countdown to discovery had begun. Giza was about to reveal a new secret, and the world held its breath. Drilling into the hidden chamber was a decision weighed with caution and reverence. Egypt's Ministry of Antiquities approved the plan, but only for a tiny, precise intervention. Using a diamond-tipped drill, the team created a hole just inches wide, surgical archaeology at its finest. Every turn of the drill was monitored for stability, the pressure immense. After days of careful work, the drill suddenly dropped, breaking through the ceiling of the hidden corridor. Relief swept through the team, quickly replaced by tension. What would they find? Before sending a camera, they tested the air, stale, dusty, but safe. Now came the moment of truth. A custom endoscopic camera was lowered into the darkness. Dr. Zahi Hawass guided the cable, his hands steady, his focus absolute. On the monitor, the first images appeared, swirling dust, then the stone floor of the corridor. The team watched in awe as the past came into focus. They had entered a space untouched for thousands of years. The silence was profound. The world waited for the next revelation. The chamber was open. History was about to speak. As the camera crept forward, the team watched in breathless silence. They were the first to see this place since it was sealed. The corridor's walls were smooth limestone, the floor dusted with centuries of undisturbed sand. Faint red markings, quarry notes from ancient builders, offered a human touch from the distant past. The camera reached the larger chamber predicted by the scans. The team gasped. The room was not empty. In the center stood a single massive sarcophagus, unlike any they'd seen. It was made of a strange black basalt-like stone completely unadorned. No gold, no treasures, no hieroglyphs, just a stark, silent presence. The absence of decoration was unsettling. Egyptian royal burials were usually lavish, filled with spells and offerings for the afterlife. Here there was only emptiness and the black sarcophagus. The team felt both awe and dread. What could warrant such secrecy and starkness? The chamber felt less like a tomb, more like a prison. Every detail deepened the mystery. The past was no longer silent, it was screaming for answers. The world watched, transfixed. The greatest secret of Giza was no longer legend, it was real. The black sarcophagus was a void. No inscriptions, no offerings, no sign of honor or remembrance. Its smooth, dark surface seemed to swallow the camera's light. Why would anyone be buried in such stark isolation? The chamber felt like a place of containment, not celebration. The lid was sealed with a thick tar-like substance, scratched with a strange seven-pointed star inside a jagged circle. No one recognized the symbol, it was a chilling anomaly. The absence of a name or spells suggested intentional erasure, a fate worse than death in ancient Egypt. Whoever was inside had been condemned to oblivion. The team realized they had uncovered not just a tomb but a 4,000-year-old crime scene. This baffling discovery joins a long list of Giza's mysteries. Unlike Tutankhamun's golden tomb, this chamber is defined by its emptiness and secrecy. Past finds, like the solar boat pits, revealed the Egyptians' grand visions for the afterlife. But this black sarcophagus feels like an endpoint, a place of exile, not a journey. Other sealed sarcophagi, like the one found in Alexandria, held surprises, but none matched the significance of this hidden chamber beneath Giza. Its deliberate concealment and strange seal set it apart. These discoveries provide context, the rules of Egyptian burial. King Tut's tomb showed us the ideal, the solar boat, the ambition, Alexandria's sarcophagus, the unexpected. This new chamber is the anomaly. In archaeology, it's the outliers that teach us the most. They force us to question what we thought we knew. Giza's latest secret challenges every assumption. It reminds us that the past is never fully mapped. The sands still hold stories we can barely imagine, and sometimes the greatest discoveries are the ones that don't fit. This discovery could upend our understanding of ancient Egypt. The need to erase and contain someone so thoroughly hints at a dark chapter, perhaps a failed coup, a heretic, or a threat to the pharaoh's power. The lack of inscriptions suggests damnatio memoriae, the ultimate punishment, erasing a soul from history. Maybe Giza wasn't just a monument to glory but also a place to bury the kingdom's greatest fears. The chamber's isolation, far from the sacred pyramids, is telling. It introduces a new duality. Giza as both a place of heaven and hell. This single chamber could reveal that the pyramid age was more fragile and complex than we ever imagined. It humanizes the god-kings, showing they too had enemies they feared. The story of ancient Egypt is not just about gods and gold but also about secrets buried deep in the dark, and now those secrets are coming to light. The team stands at a crossroads, elation giving way to responsibility. They've uncovered a secret meant to stay hidden forever. The next step, opening the sarcophagus, could rewrite history. If they identify the person inside, it could fill a major gap in our knowledge, revealing a lost chapter of Egypt's story. The stakes are immense. The world is watching. For the archaeologists, it's the discovery of a lifetime, and a heavy burden. Every move must be careful, every detail documented. The next phase will be even more delicate. This chamber is not an ending, but a new beginning. For every secret uncovered, the sands offer a new mystery. The team feels awe, exhaustion, and anticipation. And as they prepare for the next step, one question echoes: what are you hiding?